I just moved into a new apartment, but on the first night, I found a door I swear wasn't there before. And what I discovered behind it changed everything. I finally moved into my dream apartment in downtown Chicago. It was small, cozy, but perfect for a fresh start. The building was old, with creaky floors and narrow hallways. My neighbors were polite, but mostly kept to themselves. I noticed a strange draft coming from one corner of the living room. That's when I saw it, a faint outline of a door I hadn't noticed before. That night, I couldn't sleep thinking about the door. I waited until the apartment was silent, then slowly approached it. The doorknob was cold, and it rattled slightly when I touched it. I hesitated, my heart racing, wondering if I should open it. Curiosity won. I turned the knob and pushed the door open. Inside was a narrow, dark hallway that didn't appear on the apartment map. The hallway led to a small room, completely empty except for a dusty old mirror. I stepped inside, feeling like someone was watching me. The air was cold, unnaturally cold, despite the apartment being warm. The mirror reflected something that wasn't me. A figure stood behind me, blurred, almost transparent. I spun around, but the room was empty. The next night, I heard faint footsteps coming from the hidden room. At first, I thought it was my imagination, but the sound grew louder. I opened the door again, but the room looked normal. Then I heard whispering, soft, almost calling my name. The more I listened, the more I felt trapped in my own apartment. Something was in there, waiting. I couldn't ignore it anymore. I had to find out what was really there. One night, I stayed in the hidden room until 2 a.m., waiting. The mirror started to ripple, like water, showing a different version of my apartment. Behind me, shadows moved in impossible ways, doors opening and closing themselves. I realized this room wasn't part of our reality, it was something else. I wanted to run, but my feet felt frozen. I finally touched the mirror, and everything went black. I woke up outside the room, trembling, unsure how I got there. The door had vanished, the corner was just a plain wall again. But I still feel it watching me, every night, from somewhere in the apartment. I moved out after a week, but I swear, the door waits for the next tenant. Some doors are meant to stay closed. I tried to convince myself it was all stress and exhaustion. The wall looked normal, no cracks, no outline, nothing unusual. But every night, I slept with my eyes open, listening to every sound. The apartment no longer felt like home. It felt like something had claimed it before me. A few days later, a strange smell filled the living room. It was damp, like old basements and rusted metal. No matter how much I cleaned, it wouldn't go away. The smell always came from the same corner. The same wall. Late one night, I heard something scratch behind the wall. Slow, deliberate movements, like fingernails on wood. I stood frozen, barely breathing. The scratching stopped, then came 3 soft knocks. From inside the wall. The next morning, the outline was back. Clearer this time, deeper, like it had been carved from the inside. The doorknob slowly appeared, rusted and old. I hadn't imagined it. The door wanted to be seen. As I stood there staring, a voice whispered from behind the door. It sounded exactly like me. It begged softly, telling me it was trapped. Telling me it needed help. That was when I realized, this door didn't lead somewhere else. It led to someone else. If you ever move into a new apartment, check every corner twice. Some doors shouldn't be opened.